Okay, I'm getting connected. Am I connected? And I should be live now in 3, 2. Okay, cool. I'm live. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day where I get to know if I made a mistake by not waiting for the launch or if I did a good thing by just buying the 3800X. I really liked it. Let's see, there's 9 minutes left for the launch to start live stream. I hope I do not get flagged or what do you call it, demonetized or copyright strike. And let's see how many people are watching right now. One current viewer. Hello, someone. Live chat, please. Participants. No one. No one's on the live chat with me. Maybe there are. Let me see. This is my first time doing a proper live video, so I am no launching. It's live now. Who's watching that with me? Don't know. Maybe there are. Let me see. This is my first time doing a proper live video, so okay, whoever is watching, please let me know if there is any background noise or something. It's live now. Who's watching that with me? Hello. Don't know. Maybe there are. Let me see. This is my first time, so the live is good, it's healthy. Okay, 7 minutes. Let's kill 7 minutes with playing a bit of Rocket League. Okay, why isn't it starting? It'll start. It's not. It's installed on my hard disk instead of the SSD, so it takes a little bit of time. I hope my okay. Okay. Yep. 7 minutes. At least one game. Yeah, sure. One-on-one. Okay. So what do I think about the new launch? To be honest, I'm not so sure. The rumor has it that it's going to be better in gaming. Oh, the launch failed. Why? I don't know why the launch failed for Epic. Okay. Oh, we scored. They scored. We scored. Yes. Yeah, so I was saying, the thing I like about... Oh, he scored again. Okay. The rumor has it that the new Zen will be good at workload and in gaming. And 5800X is the proof, right? If you have seen the benchmarks which got leaked, it is better. It is better in gaming against the what? 10600? Yeah. It's against 10600 or something. Yeah, 10600 is not so great. Oh well, what do I know? Let's see when it launches and what Lisa Sue has to say about it. If she has to say something about it, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more cores, more gigahertz, faster this, faster threading, all of this shit. The thing which I'm really excited about is if they're going to talk about the graphics card, because the title, I know it says desktop processors, but you never know. Maybe a sneak peek about the graphic card. Because, and if they're cheaper than Nvidia, of course they're gonna be cheaper than Nvidia, but will they be better or equal to Nvidia? I hope they at least give a small sneak peek about the GPU. Yeah, doing a live stream alone, pretty boring. Don't have much topic to talk about, and because someone is watching my stream, and I can't see if someone is chatting with me, so that's not fun about it. So I'm not playing this game anymore. Leave not. Yes, because I'm a sore loser. I'd rather play something else. Yeah, I'd rather play something else. Let's see. Let's quit. Yes. Let me go in the chat. Maybe someone is trying to chat with me. How do I see live chat? I don't know. How do I see live chat? Highlights, markers. I really have no idea how to see live chat. If someone in the comment below can tell me how to see live chat without going to my channel and through the studio, will be really helpful. Highlights, so yeah, no one's there. I really have no idea. No one's watching except me. That's boring. If someone in the comment below can tell me, so what I'll do is, if no one, I really need to put some tags. Do I? Yes, I do. Analytics, stream health, edit. Are there any tags? There are no tags. Hashtag AMD, hashtag Zen, hashtag launch. Okay, so hello, if someone joined in right now. 60 seconds for it to start, so let me see what's happening here, if I can slow it down. Here you go. So Vasil says stop, Intel is already dead. Well, Intel is dead. Is it really dead? I don't think so. It's dead. It's a huge ass company. It's not gonna die. Yes, they're crying, they're crippling down, but they're not dead. They might come back. The thing is, they were gonna come back with the 10 nanometer or something this year, or 7 nanometer, but they couldn't do it, so they come out with this 10 series. Okay, but then the stupid thing I heard, not so sure, do your research, is 10 series is a different socket, 11 series is going to be another socket again. So a person who wants to upgrade from 10 to 11 will have to buy a new motherboard with the processor. This is so stupid. It's just a rumor. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to happen like that or not. Maybe it will happen like that. So it should be starting right now. Why isn't it starting? Shortly. Okay, they're late. Oh well. Should I take someone on call on Zoom? but I don't know. Let's see if I should. Okay, so okay, let me see in WhatsApp if someone would like to come on a Zoom call with me right now. Okay, I don't think so. Okay, so how to do this. And when you're actually looking at them, they're so slow. Funny, huh? So here we go. Let's see if looking forward to this, that, this. Okay. Tension terms similar meaning in essence. Okay, okay, cool.
Starting with, we started Zen from scratch, starting with a clean sheet of paper.
Zen turned out to be a grounds-up design, which doesn't come along very often.
In the life of an engineer, you get to build something this significant once, twice, if you're lucky, 3 times in your lifetime. AMD enables the engineers to go off and innovate and to bring to market what it is that they dream about.
I'm extremely pleased to show you for the first time the name of our new CPU. Now it's time for you to see Ryzen in action. We wanted to disrupt the PC market. We wanted to bring innovation, choice, and performance to as many people as possible. In high-performance PCs, it was about delivering more performance at every single price point.
The Ryzen Threadripper acknowledges that there are people who want to create and game on the same PC and need the scalability and need the performance to do that, and that's what's really exciting about the Threadripper chip.
It was our commitment to our customers that we would deliver to the roadmap that we set out, and momentum is now on our side.
The anticipation around 3rd Gen Ryzen is really impressive. Meet the world's first 16-core gaming processor.
Now, in 2019, 3rd Gen Ryzen is it.
What we did in Zen was push well beyond what we thought we could do. It makes me so proud to be able to look back and say that I was part of that.
Our mission with Ryzen has always been clear. It's about making the right bets 3 to 5 years in advance and making sure that they come to fruition. Our goal is to give you the best.
It is 1080p.
Welcome everyone Big welcome to all of you, and thank you all for joining us today. I've been looking forward to this moment all year, and I know many of you have too. It's been a challenging year for everyone as we've navigated the COVID-19 pandemic globally. But one thing we've learned is just how important high-performance computing technologies really are. From work, to school, to gaming, to entertainment, the PC is now the computing platform of choice in 2020.
So they're not doing it pre-recorded.
And I'm really excited to show you
I
today
see.
what we have been working on for the next-gen PC
yeah, they are.
platforms,
I
and
think so.
especially for all of you gamers. Now, it's already been an incredible year for gamers. There's so much excitement around the next-gen consoles. We are so proud to power the new Sony
there's a
PlayStation
PS5.
5 with a high-performance custom chip
like a fan,
featuring
but
our AMD Ryzen
I'll buy it
CPU
once
and AMD Radeon GPU
the
technology.
slim version comes out.
And we are equally
I'm not going
proud
for
that
the
custom
first version
AMD
now.
processors also power the
PS4 I
new
did, but
Microsoft Xbox Series X and Series S consoles.
PS5,
Again,
yes.
featuring our high-performance
Xbox,
Ryzen and Radeon
not.
technologies. These consoles are bringing just incredible technology to gamers all over the world,
Sorry for that.
and are
No,
really a
it's not fun.
result of just deep engineering partnerships over many, many years with both Sony and Microsoft. Now, gaming is at the heart of so much of what we do at AMD. Whether you're talking about PCs or consoles or cloud gaming and mobile. AMD loves gaming, and we like to say gaming begins with AMD. So today, we're going to talk specifically about our next-gen PC gaming platform. So let's talk a little bit about Ryzen.
I'll be back.
Now, you guys know we brought the first generation of Ryzen to market in 2017. And we actually had one goal. It was to build the best PC desktop processor possible. Now, we knew we wouldn't get there in one step, but with each generation of Ryzen, it's gotten better. And we focused on how do we deliver more performance? How do we deliver the best features? And how do we give more capabilities to all of you PC enthusiasts so that you can do more than you ever thought with your desktop or in your notebook? And we've made great, great progress. We started with Ryzen in desktops, and then we introduced Ryzen Threadripper in high-end desktops. And now, actually, Ryzen is in many amazing notebook systems with our Ryzen 4000 series. I think it's safe to say that AMD loves the PC, and I think also it's safe to say that PC users love Ryzen. So we really appreciate that. Now look, let's just focus on the desktop for a few minutes. The progress we have made over the last few years has been really amazing. If you look at the market before Ryzen, the desktop PC was on sort of an incremental performance slope for the last many years. Now, over the past 3 years, we've significantly changed that trajectory and really
They did a very
completely
big
reset
jump.
expectations as we've gone from first-gen
time.
Ryzen to second-gen, now to third-gen Ryzen. We were the first to launch a 7-nanometer desktop processor, and today, third-gen Ryzen leads in so many areas. We're the highest in multi-threaded performance. We are the best in terms of power efficiency, and third-gen Ryzen is an absolutely great gaming processor. But as you know, we're really ambitious.
Well,
So
some
our
will
work with
agree,
Ryzen
like me.
is never done.
some won't.
Our engineers have been on this maniacal
But gaming
focus
processor,
of
yes.
what can we do more? What can we do
7
better?
is really nice.
So today,
5,
we're
I
here
don't
to
think
talk about our brand new CPU core. You've all been waiting for it. It's all about Zen 3. And with Zen 3, we focused again on
Alright.
bringing the best to the PC market. I'm so proud of what we've accomplished. Zen 3 increases our lead in overall performance. It increases our lead in power efficiency. And also now, it delivers the best single-threaded performance and gaming performance as well. We've made massive changes in the core architecture, and I'm sure all of you want to know what's inside Zen 3. So let me hand it over to AMD CTO Mark Papermaster to give you all the details. Mark?
Well, thank you, Lisa. I couldn't be more excited than to share a little bit more about Zen 3 and our progression to get here. It's been quite a journey. We set a course over 5 years ago to design a family of high-performance x86 CPUs. Our goal, very simply, outright leadership. We set up the team so that development of multiple processor generations could be done in parallel, with designers leapfrogging from one generation to another. This has resulted in consistent delivery to the market as promised. I could not be more proud than to help unveil our third generation of Zen Core debuting in Ryzen desktops this fall. It is a beast in performance and will deliver absolute leadership in the x86 market. Zen brought us back into high performance with a 52% improvement in instruction per clock in a single generation. It built a strong base for us to build upon as we developed the Zen family. Last year, Zen 2 brought double-digit % increase in instruction per clock and debuted 7 nanometer in chiplet technology. That 7 nanometer efficiency enabled leadership, multi-core performance, and core density. The innovative chiplet implementation allowed us ease of manufacturing with the small 7 nanometer die and scalability to leadership core counts. And now Zen 3. Wow, what a great job by the design team to improve every aspect of the CPU,
that's very true,
delivering
right?
leadership performance
the
in that same
manufacturing
7
became
nanometer
easier
node.
and the cost
Higher
came
frequency, higher instruction per clock, with
that was a
design
very
improvements
good-
across all of the
what do you
CPU
say?
components, and lower
Judgment.
latency on top of that. You look at
By
some of the
AMD to do
key
this.
elements. There's a new
And
layout
it gave
of our
it gave
processor
them a
that
bigger
brings all the
blast.
cores onto a unified
What do
8-core
you say?
complex. And that accelerates
that
core-to-core communication. That's especially helpful for gaming
I'll think about
workloads.
it.
That consolidation actually allows every core to directly access the 32 megabytes of L3 cache. And that dramatically accelerates workloads that are latency sensitive, like gaming. And finally, significant changes throughout the Zen 3 architecture, generating a 19% instruction per clock uplift. That's on top of the significant gains that we had just in the mid of last year with Zen 2. Altogether, Zen 3 is our most significant architectural update yet across the Zen family. We made the Zen 3 floating point and integer execution units wider, more flexible, and allows us to deliver more execution capability to the user at a lower latency. We've increased the number of loads and stores that we can do versus Zen 2, helping us feed those wider execution capabilities of Zen 3. We've added more branch prediction bandwidth. It allows Zen 3 to tackle back-to-back predictions much more quickly, reducing the delays. We call it zero bubble. These innovations keep Zen 3 ahead of the industry norm on generational improvements and position Zen 3-based Ryzen to be a clear desktop performance leader. Microprocessor performance engineering never has one single bullet. It takes focused microprocessor engineering. It's a broad set of improvements that are needed to make a great architecture. It takes innovation on all of the key levers. Zen 3 is a total front-to-back redesign. The microarchitecture had laser focus on performance on every element, end-to-end improvements, caching, load store, our execution units, our prefetching, our dispatch, our decode. Zen 2, in fact, had been organized with 2 4-core cache complexes, and it was tightly integrated. That was a very good design, but what we found is that we brought that together into that single unified cache core complex, that we brought that direct access to 32 megabytes of L3 cache rather than the 16 megabytes that we have with Zen 2. That direct access to a cache pool of this size is very significant for gaming. They tend to make frequent use, of course, of the memory subsystem, and in fact, many games have a dominant thread. And that makes especially
It's a
heavy
single
use
thread,
of the
right?
cache,
So it's not
and that thread now sees effectively twice the L3 cache in
Gaming
Zen 3.
is
So
based
every
mostly on
core
single
can now
threads, so
communicate directly to the cache
it would be
without
better for them
traversing
to do this.
across the die. And that reduces latency. And it stays synchronized for applications using AI, audio, physics, and more. You can see that we continue our relentless commitment to energy efficiency with every generation. We're always honing our design methodologies to focus on performance per watt, even as we make the processors faster for gamers. Zen 3 is no different, delivering up to 24% improvement in power efficiency versus the prior generation. That's double-digit performance per watt uplift in the same process node. And that's on top of all the architectural changes that we drove in to drive up the performance. Our commitment to energy efficiency across time has put us in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Today, we're more than
900K.
2.8x more efficient than competing high-end desktop processors. And that's only a strengthening of the leadership that we demonstrated during the prior Zen 2 era. We will not let up going forward. We're focused on execution. Zen 3 is shipping as promised, and the 5nm Zen 4 on track, in design. The AMD team is hitting on all cylinders, and there's no shortage of innovations for the next generation of Zen processors to keep AMD in the forefront and deliver the best compute experience for our customers. Thank you. And let me welcome back Lisa to now show off our Zen 3 and new Ryzen processors.
Thank you, Mark. That was great. I'm so proud of what the team has accomplished with Zen 3. We really focused on what is most important for gamers and enthusiasts. And at 19% IPC increase, it's our largest increase generation over generation since we launched the Zen family. So now let's see Zen 3 in action. I'm so proud to show you for the very first time the AMD Ryzen 5000 series for high-performance PCs, the world's first Zen 3 powered CPU. This is the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. 12 cores, 24 threads, and a boost up to 4.8 gigahertz. It's a very special product, the ultimate enthusiast processor. Compared to the 3900 XT, the 5900X has 19% higher IPC, higher clock speeds, and all of the Zen 3 core improvements that Mark talked about, all while remaining at 105 watts. This makes Ryzen 5900X a big upgrade from 3rd gen Ryzen all around, but especially in gaming. Now let me turn it over to Robert Halleck to show you the 5900X in action.
Thanks, Lisa. Hey everyone, let me give you a sense of just how much faster the 5900X is compared to our current best, the 3900 XT. To do that, we're going to use Shadow of the Tomb Raider, a game I personally love, and a game reviewers often look at to judge CPU performance. We're going to run the built-in benchmark here at 1080p using the high image quality preset on two otherwise identical systems. You can see a whopping 28% increase just by moving from the 39XT to the 5900X in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And as you will soon see, the performance from the 5900X is faster than the competing processors as well. Now, as any enthusiast knows, 28% from a processor change is a massive upgrade. But that's what AMD customers, like me, can look forward to. This truly demonstrates the gaming strength for Zen 3 when you combine the historic IPC uplift, unified cores, and unified cache pools. Now, as we zoom out to look at a wider set of games, you can see that the 28% uplift in Shadow of the Tomb Raider is joined by many titles with significant double-digit performance improvements. The gains are even bigger in titles like CSGO and League of Legends, where the highest possible frame rate is practically the #1 priority to be competitive. Overall, gamers upgrading from the Ryzen 3000 series to the Ryzen 5000 series can expect an average performance improvement of 26% at 1080p. Again, this is just a monumental performance jump for an in-socket upgrade in the same motherboard, and a true testament for how good Zen 3 is in gaming. Now, as many know, strong gaming performance relies on strong single-core performance. That's exactly what Zen 3 has. And I want to show you using Cinebench R20 single-thread. There are many ways to assess single-thread performance, but Cinebench is a fast and easy tool that you can run at home. And it's one of the 25 workloads that we use to calculate the 19% improvement for Zen 3's instructions per cycle. As you can see, the 5900X is the first desktop processor to ever break a 600 score. We don't break it by a little, we break it by a lot with a score of 631. We at AMD heard you loud and clear as you challenged us to continue investing in single-core performance, and the results speak for themselves. The combination of IPC,
Now what
frequency,
all matters is
cores,
the
and
price.
cache give AMD the fastest
In-
cores in the
Intel is
desktop
gonna
market
cry.
and give you
Intel
the
is
best
going
possible
to
gaming
cry.
performance. So let's take that landmark core performance into a head-to-head battle. Across the same set of games you just saw, the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X is a clear winner at 1080p. As I promised you, AMD wins in Shadow of the Tomb Raider by +6, and is joined by many other games popular with reviewers and users like you. League of Legends and CSGO are once again standout victories for the Ryzen 9 5900X. So that was a lot of data very quickly. Let's take a step back. Let's recap. You saw an average uplift of 26% for Ryzen customers upgrading from the 3000 series to the 5000 series. You just watched AMD deliver the highest single-core performance in the entire desktop PC market. And you just saw AMD clearly offer the best performance of any gaming processor on the market. I will put it plainly. We know that you're going to wait for benchmarks, but customers who buy processors purely for their gaming performance will absolutely want a Ryzen 9 5900X for the best possible
True.
PC gaming experience.
But
Now let's
then
bring
there
Lisa
are
back up to give
students.
you more details
So students
on these
also like a
awesome
game, right?
gaming
Like,
processors.
They want to see price point also.
Thanks,
Not
Robert.
hardcore
That was
people,
fantastic.
students.
I hope you're all now convinced
So,
that the Ryzen
let's
9
see.
5900X is the
But
best
still, even the
gaming
5900X
processor
will
in
be
the
a
world.
good budget.
Now let's look at the stack.
Because it's AMD, you know.
In the 5000
Low
series,
volume
we have a
stuff.
great choice for every gamer or
Every
PC
time.
enthusiast. In addition to the 5900X, we have the 5800X, an 8-core, 16-thread processor with boost frequencies up to 4.7 gigahertz at 105 watts. And we also have the 5600X, a 6-core, 12-thread CPU with boost frequencies up to 4.6 gigahertz at 65 watts. Now let's talk about price and availability.
All right.
The 6-core 5600X is $299.
Okay.
The 8-core 5800X is $449. And the amazing 5900X, combining the leadership performance and power efficiency of
Nice,
Zen
nice.
3 in a
$300
12-core,
for
7nm design
5600X,
is priced at
5800X,
$549.
$499.
And all of these will be
$499.
available
So
globally
that's
on November
about
5th.
How much they're
We're really proud of the 5000 series, but you know we're not done. We love our enthusiasts, and there's one more
Yeah.
processor in our stack,
Good
which
thing I
is the
didn't wait for
ultimate
it.
processor for gaming and
Because
content
I got
creation.
my processor 1300.
For those of you who want the
dirhams,
very best
that's
processor in a desktop PC, we
$300.
have the 16-core Ryzen 9
$350.
5950X. The 5950X is simply an amazing CPU. 16 cores, 32 threads,
this is going
and our
overkill.
fastest processor with boost
Overkill.
frequencies up to 4.9 gigahertz. The 5950X breaks the
amazing.
Cinebench R20 single-threaded
I like it.
record that Robert set just a few minutes ago with a score of 640. It is truly the best in class in every
I'll buy
dimension.
this in
Best gaming
2023.
performance meets best processor for content
Good
creation. And all of this still
can
at
upgrade.
105 watts.
Right, so
Now let's take a
2023,
look at some of the performance.
5950X.
If we look at the generational uplift from the 3950X to the 5950X, we see up to 27% more performance in CAD workloads and 12% more performance in rendering workloads. More impressively, we see up to 29% more gaming performance. And this is really how we bring the best of both worlds together. The best for gamers and the best for creators. And now, if you put 5950X against the top of the stack from the competition, we see that the 5950X provides up to 59% more creative performance in rendering workloads, double-digit wins in video editing and software compiling, and we also win in lightly threaded CAD workloads as well. We're really proud of the
how much is
fact
it?
that we also win in gaming. There's nothing like the 5950X in the world.
Okay, so
One
my sound is in the
processor
room,
that delivers
so
the
you
best
might hear
power
some sounds.
efficiency, our highest clock speeds, the highest single core performance in the
Wow.
industry,
How much is
and
it?
the highest multi-core performance of any gaming processor. And it's priced at $799 and will
Nice,
also be available globally on November 5th.
That's
I hope
amazing.
you're now as excited about AMD Ryzen 5000 series
That's
as I am.
amazing.
Zen 3 is really amazing, and I'm so happy we could show it to you today. But you guys send me a lot of notes and a lot of tweets, and I know that you're not just excited about Ryzen 5000 series, but there's a tremendous amount of enthusiasm and curiosity about our Radeon lineup as well. So the next few weeks are just an amazing time for us. In addition to introducing our Ryzen 5000 series, we're also going to introduce our next-gen Radeon GPU, and I want to give you a small preview of that today. This is the AMD Radeon RX 6000 series, which we now affectionately call Big Navi, thanks to many of you who nicknamed it for us. It is absolutely gorgeous and by far the most powerful gaming GPU we have ever built. We got a lot of requests from our fans on social, and I heard a whole conversation on the Full Nerd last week about wanting to see Zen 3 and Big Navi in action. So today, I'm going to show you a preview of what you can expect from AMD Ryzen 9 5900X and our Radeon 6000 series. We've been doing a tremendous amount of work optimizing gameplay with Ryzen 5000 and Radeon 6000 series. So let me show you today Borderlands 3, which is a very popular AAA title running at 4K resolution on the Ryzen 5900X and our Radeon 6000 series. Just take a look at that performance. Over 60 frames per second at 4K with beautiful image quality. We are super excited with what we've accomplished with Big Navi.
4K? Come on.
In addition to Borderlands 3, here's a bit more of a performance preview on Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Gears of War 5 at ultra settings in 4K.
3080 did the same
And again,
thing,
what
so
you
yeah.
see is tremendous 4K performance across the board. We still have a few weeks until launch, and the team is working really hard on fine-tuning things. But I hope you're as excited as we are about what Ryzen 5000 series and Radeon 6000 series can do together for your next generation PC. So that brings us to the end. I hope you enjoyed today. It's been so much fun spending time with you. We have a lot more to show you later this month, so join us again on October 28th, where we'll give you the full story of our AMD Radeon RX 6000 series. And make sure you mark your calendar for November 5th to find Ryzen 5000 series on shelf worldwide. Take care and see you soon.
So yeah, so this is pretty good. I liked it. The way the ray tracing part and everything, I think they're gonna be having a Radeon release. When they'll do a Radeon release, that's when I think. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked my stream, and I think okay, this is how I stop. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. Subscribe, share.